Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another segment here on Project Purpose. For those of you who are new, we cover topics that relate to mental health, mental wellness, and education on a week-by-week basis, and today's conversation is around mental wellness. Now I'm going to keep this light and fun. I'm going to be talking about some mental wellness life hacks that you didn't know you were missing that can serve you ultimately if you engage in them. And of course, moderation is key, but these are some of the rituals and the practices that I myself engage in so that I'm always feeling happy, light, and positive. And I think oftentimes we overcomplicate things. Like we think we have to do all of these different things or incorporate all of these different practices into our lifestyle to feel happy, to feel well. But I think it's the little things that go a very long way. Well, at least for me. And a lot of the times it's letting yourself off the hook and creating life by your own rules. Underlying note here is moderation. So don't take what I say and run with it, but definitely keep it in mind when you're thinking about like the life you lead and how you can recreate your life in a way that enables you to feel well, to feel happy, to feel engaged and ready to take on every single day. Carpe diem style. And so one of the first things that I started to adopt in order to support my own sense of mental wellness is removing arbitrary rules. I am not someone who abides by arbitrary rules. I will let my body dictate what it needs at any given point in time. And I don't know why it sometimes like rustles other people's feathers, but I am someone who will listen to my body when it comes to exercise. My body tells me when it needs movement. My body tells me when it wants to eat, and it's not always 3 times a day, and it's also very rarely like 3 massive meals a day. I am a very big believer in the king, the prince, and the pauper philosophy, meaning you eat like a king in the morning, you eat like a prince in the afternoon, and then you eat like a pauper in the evening, because that helps with your metabolism, right? And so I am someone who loves breakfast. I will happily eat a very big breakfast on a day-to-day basis, but lunch is not something that I'm super keen on overindulging in because it does impact my ability to concentrate. And it's interesting because when I eat a lot in the morning, I feel super energized, but if I've eaten a lot in the middle of the day, I don't. I feel lethargic and I feel like I need to take a nap, and I'm a big cat napper as well, so I have to really do what I can to mitigate creating the urge to take a nap when I know I need to be productive. And the evening, I don't really care to eat. I'm very peckish. Like oftentimes it is in the evening where I'm just kind of scrounging around. Like sometimes I want to make a little bit of a meal, but oftentimes like in the evening I'm not super hungry. And so because I believe in this philosophy where you're supposed to eat a very big meal in the beginning of the day, but then like bring it down several notches every meal subsequent to that, then that's kind of what I abide by. And because of my own personal metabolism, I'm a big snacker. Like I love the snack, like because it gives me the boost of energy that I need without also overindulging. And I'm a huge believer of food is a function more than it is a pleasure. Like I like to eat for the energy it brings me. I don't necessarily like to eat because it's a pleasurable thing, and it is a pleasurable thing. And I am also like an emotional eater. Like it is not rare that if I'm feeling sad that I'm also going to be craving like a vegan ice cream at the same point in time. Like I'm someone who definitely eats my feelings a little bit, and I do not harbor myself for that. Like all of us have our guilty pleasures and some of our maladaptive behaviors. Like who are we to judge one another? But I also recognize that it's very important for me to live my day-to-day listening to my body and creating opportunities for me to communicate with my body and allow my body to communicate its needs to me. And if we're always on this industrial society sort of schedule where we're eating at these very fixed times, where we're doing everything at very fixed points in the day, then we don't give ourselves an opportunity to tune in, to be present, and to listen to our body. So arbitrary rules out the window, especially around food intake. I don't follow them. I listen to my body. If my body wants to eat a lot, I'll eat a lot. If my body doesn't want to eat a whole heck of a lot, I won't. If my body wants fruits, I'm going to eat fruit. Essentially, what I'm eating is in alignment with what my body is telling me that it needs, and I'm sure that it's satisfying a need in my body to enable me to function optimally throughout the day, which is obviously a priority, right? With all the things that I'm juggling, the things that I would like to juggle, I'd like to be optimized energy all day long, and that means I need to listen to my body by way of what I need to eat at what point in time. So that's one thing. Another area where I feel like we really underrate its ability to make us well are the guilty pleasures. And I am very big on little guilty pleasures. And so for me, my guilty pleasures involve self-care and beauty. I will feel like a brand new woman if I do my nails. Brand new woman if I do a mask. After I shower, I feel like a brand new woman. And that's because because I indulge in these experiences. And while my showers aren't super long, like I'm very green conscious by way of the amount of time that I spend in the showers, like I am definitely like fully present, enjoying the experience of a shower. I'm fully present, enjoying the feeling of doing a facial, enjoying the feeling of getting my nails done. Like these things are the little guilty pleasures that give me the boost that I need for the day, for the week, for the month, however frequently I do them. They make me feel good. And so I engage in them. And a lot of people engage in behaviors that don't feel great at all. And I am not that person. Like I am someone who loves the feel good feels. I will not chase the feel good feels, but I will incorporate the feel good feels in my day to day so that I'm not running on exhaust and not running on depleted energy resources. I also happen to fill up my energy cup, like when I do my nails, when I do self-care, when I do my makeup, when I do my hair, like all of these things fuel and feed me, and they make me feel good. And when I'm feeling good, I'm a better person to be around, to be quite honest. So I do it for me, I do it for the people around me as well. I think that that's a guilty pleasure. And like for other people, it doesn't need to be beauty, it doesn't need to be self-care, it doesn't need to be your shower, it doesn't need to be the things that I do that are like my little quick wins that give me boosts of energy throughout the day. It can be anything, but give yourself the time and space to indulge. And a lot of the times we're spending our days like giving, even to the point we're at a giving deficit rather than an energy deficit. And I'm not someone who believes in operating from an energy deficit. I definitely believe that we all have to do our due diligence in making sure that we're giving ourselves energy back throughout the day. And that can be the small little things that give us pleasure, right? Whether that's a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vegan ice cream, whether that's a cute little cat nap, like whatever is your cup of tea, drink it as frequently as you need so that you're never operating at an energy deficit. Another little thing that I like to incorporate in my life that gives me a boost of energy is green space. I am very big on green space, and sometimes this is the one where I can let time get past me and not spend enough time in the green, but I am someone who feels super energized, super restored when I spend some time in nature or in a beautiful park. Like these are the quick wins, the small little moments that mean a lot. They do a whole heck of a lot for me. And so I like to incorporate these things as frequently as possible. I mean, some of them are easier to do than others depending on like the time that I have available to me, but all of these things are things that I incorporate so that I'm always feeling happy. Like I am someone who very rarely wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. I am an annoyingly happy person on a day-to-day basis, and I love that about myself. That's something that I want to protect and nourish in myself. And how I do that are these daily little habits or these routines and rituals that are daily, weekly, monthly, however the cadence goes, that really do enable me to restore. So I'm giving them to you. I mean, by all means, plug yours down below in the comments, and let's hear about how you focus on self-care and keep yourself feeling good, feeling great, looking good, and looking great as well. So that was the topic of conversation for today, some food for thought for you. Now, before letting you go, I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that we will be going live at least twice a month, every month for the foreseeable future on our website, so definitely check that out. We do also provide package plans. Yes, we do offer package plans that give you the opportunity to attend webinars, workshops, and live events to focus on that self-mastery and that inner alignment. And of course, we do also have everything for everyone in your family. We have cultivated parent-child workshops focusing on cultivating grit, perseverance, and leadership in children. And the basis of that, our hypothesis is 4 key skill sets. So that's cultivating self-concept, self-efficacy, compassion, and autonomy. And so everything that we have built on our platform, extending into this YouTube channel, is really trying to give you tidbits of wisdom to lead a happy, healthy, positive life. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are on the road to 1K, so definitely, if you're still here, support us, subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and I look forward to chatting with all of you very soon. We'll talk to you later.